How do we avoid hardware or software getting out of maintenance?
So we need to make sure we have it in the budget to refresh and maintain support from our vendors or third party for both software and hardware. SaaS solutions would also be a good solution because then we wouldn't have to worry about the refresh cycles at all. They're always latest, greatest on everything. And then maybe a corporate policy just to maintain have a policy for not being at least no more than two versions behind on anything. So that way we're always up on the latest, greatest.
How do we deal with companies that come as part of acquisitions having legacy software and hardware?
Okay, so for that, I think we need to have a more comprehensive due diligence. This due diligence should include the remediation cost. This remediation cost should be evaluated taking into account our corporate standard. And we need also at the beginning to make sure that our right people are incorporated in the process. An example could be the network team.
How do we deal with the business that does not want to support the maintenance?
As suggested earlier, we could consider moving to SaaS or any as a service platform or application. Otherwise, if the business don't want to move to SaaS solution, then we need to request an exception and do risk assessment. We need to evaluate the risk in terms of cost, implication, security of not having support or maintenance in the application.
How do we execute the risk assessment process?
We need to develop that process. We don't have one today. It's something that needs to be done. And we need to have a clear governance and to approve this kind of exception.
How do we keep track of owners of apps or infrastructure assets?
So part of current MOSAIC project is to get everything into service now as a CMDB. So going forward, it'll be part of the app and hardware owners, their responsibility to keep it current. You could always have some automation in there so it's fresh, it doesn't get stale. The last thing we want to do is just dump all this stuff in there and it's out of date tomorrow. So it's the app owner and business owner or hardware owner to make sure that it's current.
How do we manage business downtime? We should have pre-planned maintenance that are published so the business knows a long time in advance that maintenance is coming and we can work better with them to schedule and plan this downtime.
Would regular audits help? Who will perform the audits and what will we audit against?
Yes, we think that regular audit will help. A good thing could be to have the site auditing the other site. It will be a sort of knowledge sharing. For sure, this knowledge sharing should include the fact that it should correspond to our corporate standard. So we need to communicate them and to enforce them prior to audit them.
How do we make technical debt part of our daily culture?
Well, it has to be, for the most part, kind of in everyone's sort of responsibilities, just going forward to, keep things current, and just standards will help. As standards get developed, we'll adhere to them and abide by the standards. And one of them is to be, keep it fresh, right? Nothing gets out to date. So.
I agree, standard will help, but standard is also communication, so we have to communicate to IT, but also to communicate with business about that.
Yep. Analytics around it, having metrics, what's been done, whether it's in publish it on the, even ServiceNow or have it in newsletters, and we have stand safe for security, but maybe we do something around that to keep it on fresh in everybody's mind. So.